Ta-da! Do you have to adjust your sights when you increase the poundage of your bow? Alright, so wasn't fantastic, but it is a little high, about an inch or so high with the actual group of it. So I'm gonna move the whole sight. I don't know if you can see this. These little notches. Move that whole sight up, basically one of those half notches. And we're gonna see where that lets us go. Okay, well, I made a mistake by not making sure I knew exactly where it was. So now we're gonna go shoot it and see if 60 is still on. Or actually, we can see if 40-20 is still on. Yeah, we'll do 60. We'll do far out distances first. Those were not good shots. They were rushed. But let's go figure out where they are. Alright, well, here's the group at 60. It's a little low, a little to the right, but I made that adjustment without paying attention. I didn't make a witness mark to see where it was at, which is a dumb thing to do. So as soon as I loosened it, the whole thing fell. So I was estimating of where it was. So now, I think I'm gonna move it up, figure out where it is, and move it up one, and then we'll make another adjustment. All right, so I was aiming here. The group was just off to the right and down low. The right was pretty much because of me. So I'm gonna move it half, probably between a quarter and a half from the right spot. Actually, mark in. Let's see, I have a little witness mark. To follow, so walk it down just a little. Perfect. Adjustments made. Let's go see if that works. Jerk the shit out of that one. So let's go see what it is. See, this is the one I jerked. This is my we'll call that a little group. So I need to move my sight up just a little bit. I'm gonna move the whole sight again because all these were sighted in before I moved the poundage up. Okay. So it's still just a little bit low. So I'm gonna drop the sight just a little bit more. Down to it's at a half notch. We're gonna bring it all the way to a full little notch. Hold it real nice and gentle. There's back to that half. And there's the I think it's my nose pressure making it shoot to the right. But I think that I'm putting too much face pressure between my cheek and my nose, and it's kicking the tail out, because every time that I can feel full contact, my shots are off to the right, just like these ones were, or these ones are. Like the last ones I was just barely touching, and there it was. Well, I mean, all right, so 60 yards, decently fast. This group isn't terrible. We're just a little high. And again, I think all the right is because I'm doing that. So we went from basically being right here, made the adjustment. So now we're up here. I think I want to take a little bit off because it's just a little high. So I'm going to bring it from that full bar. Between there's a full bar, and then like a half bar, and then another full bar. All right, now we're sent out of the full bar, and I want to bring it down in between the full and the half. So I'm gonna make that adjustment, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, so hopefully you can see where the outside of my pins. What I was taught was you always, wherever your group is, you move the sight to the group. So we are just a little bit high. So we're going to take our sight and just move it up just a little bit in between the next two reference lines. Let's go see how it works. I'm starting to wonder if it's not me, right? Because the human error, or the human person, is the hardest thing about repeatability when it comes to this. So that's why I'm shooting 3 arrows at a time. I'm taking basically the center of the group, and I'm moving that center group. I leaned and I pulled the shit out of that one. That one felt good though. So let's go take a look at where they are. All right, so this is the thing I was talking about earlier, because I got one right there, basically level with where I want it. This one's just a little bit high for where I want it, and this is the one that was me moving. So again, it's that repeatability thing, and I've only been doing this for like 2 months, not every day, and it's one of those things that is very hard to repeat. So I'm not going to make an adjustment off of this because it's too wide. So I'm going to shoot again to see if I need an adjustment, and then we'll go from there. This is a long, painstaking thing. So we moved a whole sight to try to adjust for the extra poundage that we had, right? All the arrows were flying higher, so I moved that whole sight up, and then I moved it, wasn't paying attention, moved it too much, and got it basically where it needs to be. With the 60, so now we're here at the 40 and we're gonna look at it. But that one felt better, not just decent, and it was right where I needed it. Still a little high, but think it's gonna work. You definitely have to adjust your sights after you increase or decrease the poundage. I didn't think 5 pounds would matter that much, but I guess, you know, 5 pounds, it does matter that much. But yeah, here we are. This guy was a high flyer. These two felt better. It was just about in line. This one's just out of line. Is the best one that felt. This one felt good. I'm gonna shoot it at 20 and 30 and see if we're basically the same, and then I'll make minute adjustments with each pin themselves. So I raised my poundage 51 to about 56, did it evenly. I did have to adjust my sight. It was about 1/8 of an inch. All of my arrows were consistently high, so I brought the whole sight up just a little bit, like I said, about 1/8 of an inch, and I brought all the way, all my pins, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pin. But yeah. So do you need to adjust your sights after you increase your poundage on your bow? Yeah, you do.